What's good, everybody, and thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again from us over here at Locust&WildHoney. So over the course of this week, I've kind of been wrestling with this idea. When did this happen? When did the word hypebeast come with a brand new definition? A lot of you may not remember this, but the word hypebeast back in the day was actually a very, very negative thing. Fast forward a few years later, and the word's not only widely accepted, it's also almost celebrated and kind of pursued. For today's video, I will be reacting to a few very, very interesting videos I came across this week with regard to the hypebeast culture. So without further ado, let's jump into the video and let's look at the ugly side of hypebeast culture. Okay, so just before we get started, I did want to give credit where it's due. This video here is from Band LA, so shout out to them, one of the greatest sneaker groups and buy and resell and trade groups, probably all over Facebook, I'd have to say. Tons of really great people in there. There's a lot of roasting and stuff like that as well, but it's in all fun and games. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this first video here. From my understanding, just a little bit of context, these people are in line for those funk pop like little dolls. Forgive me if I'm totally messing that up, but they're like little action figures with like big eyes and stuff like that. And in some facets, they are worth a decent amount of money. In this specific situation, it says that they were in line for the Michael Jordan Funko Pop. I don't even know what it's called, but anyways, let's jump into the video. All right, so it looks like one of them is trying to cut or accusing somebody of cutting. Oh, Jesus, escalated so fast.
Get out,
oh my
God. Get out of my face. Look.
Alright, so pause real quick.
Get out of my face.
I really don't think the dude in the black jacket hoodie, I don't think he really wants to fight per se, but he's very upset due to the fact that the other gentleman on the left allegedly is cutting, but he's also saying that he got there first, so I'm not exactly sure how exactly this transpired, but comment down below if you guys have ever camped out before, how many times that happened to you. I know for me personally, that's happened a ton. Like, people just tried and just intentionally cut, and it's just like a huge mess. So if one of these people is cutting, I totally, like, I've been there. It's mad frustrating.
Do something, bro. Get out of my face. Motherfucker. What the fuck is wrong with you? I got here first, bro. Wrong with me? Okay. It's called etiquette. Do you know manners? Do you know manners?
You know manners.
I got here first, bro. Why are you tripping? There's gonna be plenty of us for all of us, dude.
Okay, pause. I really like what this dude's saying. The one with like the striped hoodie. I think what he's saying is dead on. Doesn't look like there's anybody in line. It looks like there's maybe another person in the background. I don't see anybody else out there, but sometimes, guys, you kind of got to let things go. I don't know. I mean, if you're one spot back and it's not comprised of sizing or anything like that, I don't really see what the big issue is here. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue.
Etiquette for everybody. It's etiquette. All right?
It's etiquette.
You not know about etiquette?
Oh, this guy's about the culture. I love that.
You're one of those motherfuckers that trips. They shouldn't be tripping, bro. There's enough for everybody. I don't care about that. It's called etiquette.
Uh-oh.
I don't care about that. You don't know how many.
Dude in the striped hoodie's making a little too much sense. Oh, do something about it, he said.
Oh. This is too early for this shit. Why are you fucking doing this shit right now, dude? Like, seriously?
Alright, striped hoodies, he seems to be like chill. Like, he's trying to like calm everything down.
Get one, dude. Stop acting crying. No, I'm not crying. I'm just saying. It's freaking etiquette, man. It's etiquette. So fucking relax. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. I already told you. Don't tell me what the fuck to do. Do something about this. Get the fuck over there. Do something about it.
Oh shit! He just bodied him. He just belly bumped him, dude. Oh my god! Just escalated so quick. It's so weird because it seemed like it was de-escalating for a second, but the dude with the striped hoodie, he's like being normal. He's like being reasonable, and then all of a sudden the other dude just gets like really upset. Get the F over there. To me, that seemed a little bit erratic, just kind of random, because it seemed like it was simmering down, and there is only like 2 other people in line. So is it really necessary, like, kind of yelling? And this other dude looks a little bit older as well. So, like, I know age shouldn't play a factor, but like, to me, Like, you just don't really like talk, like they've been in the game longer. You know what I'm saying? They probably camped out a lot more. And not to mention, both these people are probably really upset because keep in mind, they're camping out. So it's either really late at night or really early in the morning. So yeah, man.
Do something about it, bro. You're talking a lot of shit.
He said it again.
You ain't doing shit about it, bro. Do it,
He's
bro.
got a point.
I fucking dare you. I'll fucking lay your ass out, bro. Do it. I will
Oh,
lay
you said
your
he lay-
ass out. Get the fuck over here, dude. I got better shit to do. Exactly.
I love that.
Stop, pussy.
Wow, that was crazy. Oh, cops are there. Oh, they're just kind of looking. The line, I mean, it looks like it's like 5, 7 deep. There's a little toy. All right, guys, my question to you is who is in the right, who is in the wrong? To me personally, I felt like the older gentleman in the striped hoodie was, you know, in the right. He seemed to try to be more mature, sim everything down, and use a little bit of logic. But at the same time, etiquette is etiquette, and if he did, you know, try to cut the line, I suppose he does have something to get upset about. But I mean, it seemed like everybody was able to get their little action figure or whatever. But I don't know. I just think it's kind of funny. I'm reacting to this because it's toys. You know, it's like, you know, we've digressed so far as it pertains to humanity and manhood. Like, we're fighting over toys. I don't know. Like, no judgment though. I mean, anyways, I'm not gonna lie, guys. This is pretty fun. I think I'm gonna go ahead and look for another video and see if we can find anything juicy here. So let's go ahead and check it out. All right, guys, so I just found a brand new thread. It looks hilarious. I briefly read over like what kind of transpired, but shout out to the Vancouver streetwear community. This is where I got this video as well as this story, and it is crazy. Here's the subtext, that way you guys can read along with me, but I'm just gonna go ahead and run through it just real quick, just so you guys have some context. I have yet to watch the video. I'm really itching to watch it because it looks like it's gonna be hilarious, but here, I'm just go ahead and read it. So, safety alert, stay away from Chris Yu, or Zhang Chris, at the 8 p.m. store located in Aberdeen Center. He's mentally unstable and a safety threat to everyone. We were physically held hostage inside of his store where he kicked out the remaining customers, locked the door, threatened us with a hammer, and he proceeded to threaten us for deposit money. The police have dealt with the situation, and although please still be cautious and avoid both him and his store. Additional details for the backstory. Last week, I had made a deal with Chris for 2 pairs of Yeezy 350 reflectives. Both pairs purchased from the same Yeezy Supply exclusive drop. Chris messaged me to purchase both pairs in advance, so I requested for him to pay a partial deposit. Our terms were, once I receive the pairs, drop them off at the Aberdeen Center, and he would pay the remaining amount. 1 week passes by, and the market value has dropped significantly. He now makes excuses as to why he needs a refund. This is all due to him overpaying and the value crashing down. I told him I would try to work something out by Friday evening once I got off work. By the time I had finished up everything I needed to do, it was too late to meet. I mentioned it would be unsafe to meet him at this hour, especially when the mall is closed. He demanded I meet him Friday before midnight, or he would want a full refund. I told him I would come early Saturday and drop them off. Today I arrived at his store and he was not present at the time. His employees called him in and we waited approximately 30 minutes for him to arrive. The employees told me that Chris did not want to pay the price because it was too high. As soon as he arrived, he went straight to the back, grabbed a hammer, kicked out all customers as he tells them that the store is now closed. We then begin to receive threats and demands from him until the police arrive. Holy smacks, that's insane. Number one, this guy, keep in mind, this is not a random person. This is a store owner. This is somebody who's of service to the people. I've never even heard of this before. I mean, if Riff or Round 2 or Magnet Park or something, like if one of these stores were to do anything like this, it would be game over for them. But, I mean, there's a video to go with, so I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. No longer waiting because I want to watch this as well. All right, let's go. Dang, he's in his face already.
I didn't do anything.
Just post to me. Okay, refund money. Refund? Yeah.
I have no idea what he's saying, and it's not like a racial thing. I'm Asian as well. But it's amazing to me that the dude with the man bun can understand what he's saying, because I have no idea. Let's go ahead and replay that and see if we can understand, because I have no idea what he just said.
Do anything. Just post to me. Okay.
Still don't know. Let's continue.
You want cash refunded? Yeah. Cash? I have to... EMT. Oh, my EMT is limited. Just for I'm at the Abu Dhabi Mall and the ATM store, and they play EMT is limited. Do we have this customers with
Oh, okay, hold up. All right, so it looks like there is a friend there with him, and find me a friend who's gonna stand in the gap, step in, and call the feds up for me on my behalf and solve the problem. First and foremost, with context in mind, guys, a deal's a deal. Regardless of what had happened, had this person purchased these sneakers from like a StockX or, you know, somebody that just wasn't a kid, he would have never been asking for this refund. So I feel like he's trying to finesse a little bit and use his age as like, I don't know, like a way to kind of manipulate, almost scare this kid into, you know, giving him a full refund. And I really hope this young man didn't refund him back, because that's just not proper, as we said in the last video, business etiquette. But in no way, shape, or form is this guy entitled to a refund, considering he was the fool who made the deal. If he had known, you know, if he knew like how the market works and that Yeezys are kind of good, then he would have understood that, you know, maybe I should hold off and wait before I commit to buying his shoes at peak value.
cash?
This guy's just all up in his face, man.
I need to go to a bank machine. EMT. It's called 8 p.m. It's limited. I can't EMT.
He's pissed. He's so mad. Okay, I'm not sure what's about to go down right now. He just goes, that's enough. I totally understand what he just said right there. He goes, that's enough. And keep in mind, this guy's so invasive, all up in his face. I almost don't find this comical. I find this to kind of be egregious. I'm kind of mad at this gentleman because he's an adult. This is a kid. He's trying to finesse the kid and intimidate him with what allegedly is a hammer, which I've yet to see in the video.
Is there a bank in this store? Is there a bank machine?
Found the hammer. Okay, so the hammer is in his hand, and keep in mind, in true douchebag form, I'm sorry, like I probably shouldn't have said that. It's a supreme freaking hammer. Like, are you kidding me? I mean, at what point is it enough? Like, when is it enough flex? When is it enough fight? We got Yeezys on the feet. We got some track pants, which could possibly be Fear of God. We have a Supreme jacket from this season, the one that I have, as I already stated. And the guy's wearing a box logo crew neck from this season as well. I mean, it's just a little too much. And the fact that he pulls out a Supreme hammer, it's just like, dude, come on now. First and foremost, I have to say, this is my opinion, I'm just so disgusted with this store owner. How can you be a store owner and act this ridiculous? Like, another word comes to mind. Like, I can definitely tell you, I want to say some choice words, but let's just leave it at ridiculous. Like, if it was anybody but kids, he would not have acted this way because he made a poor business choice. Tried to like ride the wave of hype, and you know, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. In this situation, he lost, and you just gotta take your L for what it is. This is just my opinion. I definitely love to hear comments down below what you guys have to say and think about this whole situation. I will be commenting back to everybody because I want this video to be, I don't know, community oriented. As you guys know, I do try to comment back to everybody. And if you guys have any disagreements amongst yourselves, feel free to just kind of, I don't know, talk about it amongst each other and stuff like that. But this is just my opinion. Please don't let me sway you. If you like the business owner in some way, shape, or form is justified, I definitely love to hear what you have to say about that as well. Okay, so for the sake of not letting this video go on too long, this is going to be the last video that we go over. But if you do like today's video, be sure to hit the thumbs up button. If we do a lot of likes and you guys receive this video well, then we will definitely keep this series going. I heard you guys from the last series in the top 5 type of videos, how I style things. I will be doing that series to continue on. And for this video, if you guys receive it well, I'd love to keep this one going. I found a ton of really great videos to react to, so I would love to do that for you guys. Anyways, without further ado, let's go and jump into the last video here. Just a little bit bit of context, I did reach out to my buddy TJ, who did post this video. So he said this was from the Bape and Mitchell and Ness collaboration. What had essentially happened was this dude and his buddy tried to cut the line. Eventually, a lot of people got upset with that. They stayed in line for quite some time, but their parking meter ran out, so I had to leave. I think that what had happened was the people in line told the security that he had cut. And anyways, that's pretty much like all he had told me. Let's go ahead and watch the video and see kind of what ensues here. Wait a second. We just started the video, but do you just hear what he just said? Did you just hear what he just said? Let's play that one more time.
Touch me and I'll sue you.
Touch me and I'll sue.
He said, touch me and I will sue you. You know what? Kudos to this guy. I'm not exactly sure what happened before all this transpired, but he just says, touch me and I will sue you. This dude is huge. This guy's like way bigger than, you know, this gentleman, but you know what? He's not backing down. He knows his rights. And, you know, kudos to him. Let's continue.
I need you to have the line, please. I'm actually nice. I told you not to leave the line in the first place.
Can I stand right here and talk?
Stand over there.
Yo.
No, stand
What's
over there.
the difference?
Stand over there.
You remember me.
No, I don't remember you. I don't. What you want? Get the line. Get out of line. I told you already. No, get out the line. Okay, well, bro.
All right, he's asking him nicely now. All right, so
Okay, go ahead. Stay here. Cool. Come on.
the dude gives in a little bit, and says, "Can I just stand off to the side here, talk to my friends?" Which essentially means when you walk away, I'm gonna jump back in line. And a security guard was not fooled by that. He said, "Nope, you have to step out of line." Another security comes in. He says, "Get the F out the line." He says, "No, I'm gonna stay here." It's like, all right, it's cool. And they both walk away. Now, I mean, I'm not sure what that means. Did he win here? I mean, I'm not too sure exactly. So it looks like there's another video posted here. Let's go ahead and watch it together.
You like a victim of circumstance?
Oh,
Tell him
dude,
about
this is Rax.
situation.
So if you guys don't know, Complex News has like a reporter. His name's Rax. He does a lot of Supreme videos. Very funny guy. And I guess he ended up on Complex News after this. Let's go ahead and watch it.
Bro, tell him the situation, bro. Tell the situation, bro. Tell him. Let him know.
Everybody's hyping him up, just like gassing him up. See, this is bad. This is adding fuel to the fire. I'm not sure what's gonna happen right now. I feel like this kid's gonna say something not good. Let's just hit play and watch.
Yeah.
So what happened? Tell him what I seen it. I saw it.
No, he said I can't get back in here and told me to walk around.
Dude, Rax is so
He really
funny.
made you go all the way around?
Yeah.
I was just playing. I didn't really want you to have to walk all the way around. I didn't want to make you walk all the way around.
Yeah.
So you made me walk
I
around.
freaking love Rax, man.
Nah.
No.
Nah, they're gonna make sure I don't get a rap.
Why?
They're haters, man. Look at him. He's mad.
All right, so that's the end of that video. Oh my gosh, that is just way too funny, man. Rax is just trying to like, guys, you just tell like the energy and the vibe. He's trying to like, you know, get as much out of him as possible. And I love this dude's response. They're just haters, man. I love that. So I'm not sure if he ended up getting a raffle ticket or not. I'm not sure how this concluded. But in this situation here, what do you guys think? Do you think this guy handled it well? I give him a lot of credit. I have to say, I give him a lot of credit because I can't say that I would have the courage or like the internal fortitude to talk back to a person of authority, especially when being employed by the people that, you know, run the raffles and stuff like that, because I wouldn't want to risk not being able to get the thing. I probably would have just gone to the back of the line. Comment down below what you guys would have done. I mean, that's crazy. Good for him. All right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. I wanted to do something a little bit different than what we've seen on the channel in the past. I don't think anybody else does these type of videos, at least in the streetwear fashion kind of realm of things. So if you did like today's video, please hit the thumbs up button and we can keep this series going. Also, comment down below if you do want to see it so I can get definitive answers. With all that being said, this was a ton of fun to make, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel once again. You guys don't understand, man. It is a huge privilege of mine to make these videos for you. And now with all that being said, as I end every video here at Locust and Wild Honey, I'm gonna say peace and be blessed.